my respect. If it wasn't for me, none of you would be the best. Call me with the vision, I can see it, not impressed. Really number one, I think it's time that that's addressed. What's a krill into a god? Bet it doesn't. Married to the baddest, got the Forbes list buzzing. Pick a final form, that's a norm, got a dozen. Leader of my kin, always win, no discussion. Bunch of Mr. Satans in my city, steady buzzing. Yeah, training harder is to breathe. Jumping through the galaxy so you can call me Weed. Wishing I would end you, hit the crutch and screaming please. Doesn't matter who you are, I'll bring it to you. Break through all that's lost and I will be forgotten. An attitude, power levels high, you and
Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Peace as you, shalom, shalom. Hey, before we get started, you know we want to give all honor, praises, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH
BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim Yahawah that's tuning in right now. Double honor to apostles and elders who rule and teach about GMS, man. You know, as you can see, another weapons of war lesson. This time we're gonna add some current events to it. You know, just to let people know what's going on. You know, around Babylon, around the globe. So, hey, I ain't gonna hold you up too long. Let's get right into it, man.
Play that clip.
It's
actually one of the big brothers from GMS Mississippi, GMS Give and Go. He was the one that did the lesson on it, and when he touched on that part of the lesson, the clip that you're gonna play, I'm like, man, most likely we already on that red list. They already calculated our every move. They already calculating, you know, the estimate time frame we get up. You know, we at this time frame we getting ready to do this. At this time frame we getting ready to do this. At this time frame we go to this place to do this, and they calculated our fucking moves. All right, so everything, man, everything is a predictable lifestyle that we're trying to have it to be. Yep. You gotta.
Let's get this article first, real quick. All right. This is on Blacklisted News, and it says you've been flagged as a threat. Predictive AI technology puts a target on your back. It said the government solution to a problem is usually as bad as the problem, and very often makes the problem worse. All right. It says before long, every household in America will be similarly, all right, flagged and assigned a threat score. Without ever having knowingly committed a crime or been convicted of one, you and your fellow citizens have likely been assessed for behaviors the government might consider devious, dangerous, or concerning. Assigned a threat score based on your associations, activities, and viewpoints, and cataloged in a government database according to how you should be approached by police and other government agencies based on your particular level. You see that? It's finna get crazy, man. This man wants to monitor people with his AI, and we know he gonna manipulate it. All right, to do what, man? First off, come against the word, okay, and then anyone else that's against, all right, his status quo, his agenda. They don't want to worship the image of the beast, man. That's not down, all right, with what this man is bringing. Okay. It said, if you're not unnerved over the ramifications of how such a program can be used and abused, keep reading. It's just a matter of time before you find yourself wrongly accused, investigated, and confronted by police on a data-driven algorithm or risk assessment called together by a computer program run by artificial intelligence, man. Okay, and it talks about this guy that was wrongfully accused. You have this spotter. Okay, where they're supposed to hear gunshots and tell you where they come from. And this is all BS, man. This man has cameras where he can see the shooting. He can see every shooting that happened, man. Okay, this man has cameras that can zoom in on a nickel on the ground. Okay, but then he acts like he has to have all these different, AI algorithms, to catch people. No, man. It's all a gimmick to remove, all right, that unwanted word, man. Okay, any opposition, all right, to his agenda. You see? You go from there, and you gotta put these things together, So when you go from there, let's listen to this.
Why do you think misinformation is now the leading cause of death?
Misinformation, the leading cause of death in the U.S.
In the U.S.
First of all, thanks for having me on, and I'm glad to talk about such an important and critical topic. I have to acknowledge there's no way to quantify this. I can't say, the numbers come out just like we would heart disease or cancer. But let's look at it. We're in a country now which is seeing an erosion in our life expectancy. So we're now living on average 5 years shorter than the average of other high-income countries. And of course, these are all based on estimates, but this is quite disturbing. And as you correctly pointed out, let's look at the causes of death. As you correctly said, heart disease, cancer, COVID, much of this is common chronic disease that we know a lot about how to treat. And of course, with COVID, the situation is we know that if you're vaccinated and up to date with your vaccinations, you have a 90% reduction in the risk of death. And then if you are unlucky enough to get infected or unfortunate enough, another 90% reduction in death with the antivirals, which are now available. So almost no one in this country should be dying from COVID if we were up to date on our vaccinations and got appropriate antiviral treatment. What has concerned me for a long time before the pandemic is that we're seeing this reduction in life expectancy from common diseases like heart disease. I'm a cardiologist by training. We know so much about what to do to prevent bad outcomes from heart disease. But somehow the messages, the reliable, truthful messages are not getting across, and it's being washed out by a lot of misinformation, which is leading people to make bad choices that are unfortunate for their health.
Why do you think misinformation is now the leading cause of death in the U.S.?
So yeah,
First of all, thanks for having me on, and I'm glad to be able to talk about such an important.
That's pretty much it. So you heard that? One of the things that stood out was that based off your association, is a threat level based off your association. So pretty much your daily activity. Pretty much like your daily activity. Pretty much what you do in this society. There's a threat level to it. It's a level of threatness, and those, the prophets are most likely the most like on that top list of being a threat. All right, and they're recording everything. They're recording our every move. These devils know pretty much your whole moves, Manakaza. They know everything you do. The time you do this, the time you do that. Right, the time you get off of work. Yep.
So yeah, he about to hit the gym. Go ahead, hit the gym. Hey, man, that's crazy, man. Hey, I knew. Well, prophets, brothers in this truth, man. We already knew they was gonna use this whole misinformation thing against us, man. Basically, if you raise your hand to something, oh yeah, that's not right, man. Here we saying, how the hot sauce got all this stuff in it, and not to take it. Oh man, why? And that's like Esau saying, oh well, why are you telling people not to take it? We trying to save people. This the same man who's putting all this who's putting paint thinner in cereal, who's putting pork in everything. He's the same one that want to give you this hot sauce and say, oh well, you trying to stop lives from this and that. Well, Esau, if you were so worried, why you still spraying chemtrails? Why you killing off so many animals? You know?
Esau loved you so much that he wants to kill you.
Hell yeah.
Esau's the real psycho for real.
You know that Post Malone song.
Gadai got a precept that I mean El Noom, El Noom have a precept, okay? Go ahead, get it.
Hey, God.
Shalom.
Yeah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him. That's what these devils do every fucking day. They're constantly watching us, monitoring our every move. So when it's time for him to come down with that great wrath,
they know what time, what place we're gonna be at that exact moment. They're gonna do it because of this predictive behavior that they have that has been just monitored, man. They're gonna get it, man. They're gonna get us like that.
Yep. I'm gonna give Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea." All right, people that's here, pretty much here on planet Earth, right? Those who dwell here. For the devil, the so-called white man, right? The deceiver, is come down onto you, having great wrath. All right, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So we can already see by him orchestrating his soon that he's orchestrating his plan. So one day, real soon, Lord willing, he's going to be able to come down with that great wrath. But he has to set the stage first. All right, he has to pretty much get to know his prey before he makes that attack. That's why he's getting to know you, Manakadat. He's getting to know us. He's getting to know the elders, the apostles, our big brothers, all the men that teach the same doctrine that comes in the spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the spirit of prophecy, right? He's pretty much getting to know each one of them, their every moves, what they like, what they don't like, right? What time you do this, what time you do that, what time you get ready to call it a night, what time you normally wake up.
Basically,
right?
He's just trying to find what time of the day you at your most vulnerable.
Yep. And that's
it could be something as simple as you being at the gym. But what you focus on when you're at the gym, working out, right? Yep. It could be you at work. I got a precept that I want to bring out that goes perfect with this whole what they say about people with misinformation. We just want to save lives, this and that. This is Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So yeah, he gonna come. He got a knife in the back of his head. Come take my hand. We're gonna go to the yellow brick road together. So once he turn around, come in.
Esau gonna come in the spirit of like that dude from Scary Movie, like take my strong hand, right? but his real strong hand, he got that knife behind his back, waiting to catch you off guard, catch you slipping.
War was in his heart and his mind, His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So yeah, he gonna say, he trying to make you comfortable. Yeah, come do this. Come on, bro. It's me.
It's me, bro.
It's me. Esau.
It's me, Esau.
It's me, Esau. God.
I'm gonna get Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. Okay, and the dragon, right? You saw Edom, right? Was wroth with the woman, right? The woman is the nation of Israel, the Israelites, okay? And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, the 1/3 part, right? Which keep the commandments of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI and have the testimony of YAHAWASHI Mashiach. And we know in the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 10, it goes into that the testimony of Yahawashi is what? The spirit of prophecy. All right, so the 1/3 and the elect are pretty much on the top list, but you want to, who's really on the top of the top, like the cherry of the top? The prophets, those who have the testimony of Yahawashi Mashiach, because they're considered the most threat, because they're the reasons why Esau's rulership is coming to an end. Okay, that out.
God, man. So it's, hey, knowing what your who you wanna pray on is just half the battle, man. You have to know the environment. You just can't go out there guns blazing, man. You gotta set down traps here and there, make them feel comfortable, you know what they're about to do. Then as soon as he got him, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, some of the best predators never kill instantly, man. Lions, snakes. Hey, they literally sit there and wait. They wait until you're at your most vulnerable when you're not paying attention, and then boom, they get you, man. You know?
Oh, it's John. Now, mind you, right? We're coming to a time where the prophets are going to be persecuted at a greater level, much greater than all the times in the past. That's why, again, we're going to need spiritual powers in Jacob's trouble. We're going to need spiritual powers when this damn devil comes down with that great wrath, because he's at his greatest with his blessing. His sword is at the greatest. He has technology that we have never seen before. All right, the stuff that this devil presents to the public, what is on, like, through movies, TV shows, ads, commercials, right? That's just like a small portion of how great his sword is. But you don't know what the rest of the iceberg look like on the bottom, right? You just see a part of it above the sea, but you don't see what's below it, right? How massive it is, right? So that's how his blessing is. We only can see a part of his weapon, but we can see the whole thing. And this motherfucker got some shit. That's why we're going to need spiritual powers in the time we're coming into, right? Because Esau, he has actual weapons of war, right, on the left-hand side. So Yahawah, Yahawashi is the one that had to make his elect become weapons of war on the right-hand side to be able to fight against Esau's weapons of war. Okay, and this is one of the spiritual powers, one of the abilities that we're going to need to preserve ourselves from danger. So you got it. And oh, by the way, this is what Yahawashi did. Okay.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 59. Then took up they up stones and cast at him.
These wicked ass Israelites want to go stone Yahawashi. All right.
But Yahawashi hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by.
So it says, but Yahawashi hid himself. When you go into the word hid, the word of the Bible, concealed is one of the terms for hid. And when you go into conceal, when you go a little bit deeper, it goes into out of sight. And when you look at the similar term for out of sight, it means invisible. So when it says Yahawashi hid himself, he made himself invisible.
And then it also says, he's going through the midst of them. He walked right by them.
Went right through them. They ain't see him because what? He clothed himself. He had the ability. He had spiritual powers, right? To be able to hid himself, to make himself invisible, to preserve himself from being stoned to death. All right. So we definitely going to need that kind of ability to escape from this devil, because this devil got abilities that can literally make him invisible. Like you mentioned earlier, like the movie Invisible Man.
Oh shit. Hey, that is crazy, man. That movie was crazy as hell. Literally, he got a whole suit made out of very dense ocular cameras that are implanted into suit that literally form fit to his body, that perceive all angles of the room and cloak him within there. So you can't see shit.
So he has a suit that's made of cameras literally everywhere and is able to pretty much record what's all around, 360, above, down, all different corners. So
it gives you that illusion that there is nobody there, but he's right there.
So yeah, so if this damn devil got fucking, you know, technology that can make him invisible pretty much, what makes you think that the elect are not gonna have that capability as well too? All right.
Nah, that goes into this is Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of the Lord Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. But before spiritual powers and everything, hey, it's just like Dragon Ball Z, man. Goku had to understand divine energy before he was able to obtain it, man. It's just like us. You got to think on a divine level before you can even tap into that ability, man. You know? You got it, King. Hey, so yeah, so you up here first, it starts with your mind. It starts with what? Repenting, understand the true names, call on the Most High, following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You know, things like this, small that alone, studying, teaching, is already signs of that spiritual power right there, man. You know, hey, because every time we out there, every time we do a lesson, a piece of Babylon is falling, man. Every time. You got it, King.
Right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, and verse 19.
Oh.
God. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the spirit of the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, shall lift up a standard against him.
So when these damn devils come down as a great flood, it's going to be overwhelming. Let's say, for example, these damn devils are going to try to catch you at your so-called most vulnerable. Let's say your most vulnerable is when you're home, just chilling for a moment, right? He's going to try to come in probably at the middle of the night, pretty much at the time when you're asleep, right? In the middle of the night, he's going to come with his troops, right? And those troops, again, those troops may not be human beings. Some troops may be artificial intelligent robots, GMOs, right? GMSs, genetically modified soldiers, right? With robo dogs.
GMS.
Yeah. with damn robo dogs and shit that got some form of assault
rifle on it, yeah.
Right? And then and then you got troops that's stationed at different angles of your place of dwelling, the backyard, the front yard, the side of it. Then they got drones above your place. They literally lock you in,
fully surrounded,
like a wave. Yeah,
they literally got eyes all over the place. And what Esau Edom can literally, the Rothschilds can sit in their living room, have different TV screens. Oh, let's see what's happening over in Chicago. Woo! That's how they do that, because they want to feel like they're the Most High, man. Yeah. And you're far from that, man. Because while you're watching us, he's watching you.
Yeah.
You want to come after the you think you about to get to elect before the Most High? Because ultimately that's why they have all these Jones and Lee Khan and this and that, because they need to catch that elect. Hey, I won't be surprised if they got like little mosquito like bots flying around whenever brothers going live, man. Or they just playing on street cameras.
No, they have pretty much like artificial intelligent I think flies or cockroaches. And they use I think bees too.
Yeah, bees.
And they use those pretty much to be cameras to watch.
Mm-hmm. And they look real as hell too.
Yeah. But I'm mistaken, I think Gedalia was the one that sent the video in the group chat how there was a pigeon, I think in New York.
Oh.
It wasn't an actual pigeon. It was a camera. It was a pigeon that was made it was artificial. It was a robot. And you can tell by the eyes. It was kind of fucked up that it was a camera eye. It wasn't real.
Wires hanging out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't real.
That shows you, man.
That's like literally whenever you're outside, like whenever you pretty much anything you're doing, even like this right now, you always gotta keep in mind, this fucking devil is watching me right now. These damn devils are watching us right now.
Hey, they're listening to us, right? Look.
You ever see that shit blinking? The camera?
Look, now when you look at it, it's not blinking.
Yeah. Yep. Everything's being recorded. Yep.
That's like an infrared, like.
That's kind of crazy. I still don't understand why it does that, but that's crazy.
Recording everything. So what Noom just read, right, in Isaiah 50:19, that the spirit of the Lord, that warlike energy of our power, Yahawah Bashaam Yahawashi, is going to lift up a standard so you can be able to, preserve yourself, take flight to fly away, teleport, pretty much to perform a spiritual power ability to be able to protect yourself from our enemies, right? And I just saw, one of your precepts highlighted on your phone. Get that Psalm 144. Might as well get it, because that's one of the forms of special abilities that Yahawah Yahawashi may give the elect to preserve themselves, to be able to teach your hands, war, fingers of fight, so you can whoop these fucking things' ass, okay?
This Psalm 144, 1, a Psalm of David. Blessed be the Lord, Yahawah Bahashaam Yahawashi, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. If you know David was doing all types of. Hey, David was a monster, man. He was jumping over walls. He was thousands of. Come here.
God,
just take this jawbone and kill thousands with it.
Yeah. And that was just in the ancient times where Esau didn't really have that technology, right? The wars at the time it was up close and personal.
It was swords and shields and shit.
But now Esau can literally kill you from like 3 football fields away, from a distance, right? He has snipers that can shoot you from like miles away, and you won't even know.
That or the drones, man.
For the drones too, and these drones can probably camouflage themselves too. They right above you, can't hear them, you can't see them, but it's locked on. You just waiting for someone to push the button to fucking shoot you. All right.
Honestly, the U.S. Air Force has they got stealth drones now. They got stealth drones, so they can actually fly at a lower altitude, bro. And you still won't hear them.
And that's crazy because you can hear a drone.
Yeah,
drones are pretty loud, so for them to have a stealth,
you hear the fan spinning.
So if they have a stealth one, it's up. And the spiritual powers back then, around King David, it's gonna be way different than now, because back then they didn't have airplanes, they didn't need to fly, they didn't have airplanes, they didn't have rockets getting shot at them. So we gonna be doing some crazy things.
No, they didn't have armored tanks and stuff like that, right? So
don't get me wrong. If King David would just boom right here with what we have, he can still take this place out, man. King
David will receive a increase in his spiritual ability.
He gonna
whatever that's here.
Hey, it's like, like sayings, man. Hey, he found some new power. Hey, let me tap into that. Tap into that. He's battle crazy, just like Yahawah, man. Hey, Yahawah is a man of war, man. Just like the Saiyans, man. The Saiyans, they love to fight, man. That's why Goku, he's always battle crazy, because he loves fighting the strongest. He needs to fight the strongest, man, to become the strongest. Every time he fights somebody strong, he get off by doing that. Hey, we gotta have some fun, man.
Goku is so much he's so much in that spirit that he was willing to set up that tournament, and if your universe lost, they just fucking lost. Fuck it, they've been wiped out.
God, he said that
just because of the fact he wants to fight somebody strong. What do you think? What do you think these devils are doing right now? They're pretty much in a similar spirit. They want to be able to they want to provoke our power for him to show his true power, just so Esau can show what he got in the closet, what he got in the fucking garage. Okay?
Hey, and that conference they just had, talking about I don't know if we can say it, but A2030.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How they rushing it. That's just their way of saying they was already ready, man. They ain't
Yeah.
really need 2030.
Nope.
You know? So yeah, it's about to go down.
I'm gonna get the book of St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 19. Red lettering, Yahawashi speaking. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. When you go into power, some of the definitions that comes to mind based off my memory will be a power of choice, liberty of one pleases, mental and physical strength, you know, paraphrasing. So pretty much these men, the elect men, are going to have the ability, the access, the free will, pretty much, to be able to choose a certain, you know, mental or physical power that's going to be able to help them tread upon their enemies. So let's say Monakazak, you have the desire to go fucking legendary Super Saiyan Berserk, right? Hey, just so you can preserve yourself from the enemies coming like a flood. Hey, you may, hey, Lord willing, you may have that desire, you know, be manifested, or you don't really feel like fighting. You know, you just want to teleport, just teleport away from danger. You may be able to teleport or hide yourself, become invisible.
You can just evade,
right?
you can do whatever you want, man.
And mind you, it's not just and you know, pretty much, you know, whatever you desire, like to use for the spiritual powers to preserve you from the enemies. Hey, you know, Lord willing, you'll be granted. Also, the kind of power to be able to save people too, because the elect are not just going to be whooping ass, but they're going to be helping. They're going to be helping those who are part of the 1/3.
Hey, then miracles say, miracles. Salakia. Then scriptures say, we will perform miracles greater than Yahawashi, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're talking about.
And we're gonna be out there healing people. Somebody whole stomach missing. We just put it back.
Yeah, it's so in the book of John, and Newman is working on it right now. But yeah, you know, these damn devils are watching us daily, especially those who are prophets and mind.
Boy, John 14, I got it right.
Wait, John what?
Yep, John 14.
I think 14 and 12.
Hey,
Barely. Bring it out, man.
You got it, Monakazak.
God, this is John 14 and 12. Verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
Wait, hey, Salaki, you know what? Start at 10. Start from 10.
Khan, yeah, definitely some more meaning in this.
10. The whole thing is beautiful, man.
10 to 12.
Khan, this is 10. Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me?
So Yahawashi is in Yahawah, Yahawah is in Yahawashi. Okay.
How do we know that? Look at the names, man. Isn't Yahawah in Yahawashi? Well, hey, look, Christians, where's God in Jesus?
What's yeah? You got it, Dave.
You know, the word that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. That's heavy, man.
I'm telling you, that's fire,
That's
man. I'm telling you.
Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. So, hey, Yahawashi is literally the closest thing you can get to Yahawah, man. That's a spin image. That Yahawashi is gonna have greater power than us in the kingdom, man. He's gonna be second under Yahawah, man.
Yep.
You know? And then you got King David. Hey, we know how Yahawah felt about King David. You know, that's his best man right there.
Yep, that's his
Hey,
boy.
so think about, hey, King David's gonna come back. You don't think with all this commotion that's going on, 144,000 out there getting down, you don't think Yahawah is gonna let King David get down? Like,
Oh man,
King David.
Lord Wood, we see the reincarnated David.
King David, and he gonna get that upgrade. He gonna like, well, I can do more than just jump over a wall now. He gonna.
Yep. I can fly now. I can pick up tanks and throw them shit.
Tell me, each of us, just like in Dragon Ball Z, how literally every mortal has a different energy. We're all gonna have a different energy, different aura. They're gonna know when they're in front of Yahawashi and King David. Trust me, that energy is gonna be like, their blood might literally boil you within them. They're like,
Yep, they aura may be so warm, so hot that they can feel it. Remember when Goku went Master Ultra Instinct, and they were all able to feel the heat coming out of them because his aura
they
was
said
hot.
he was generating the heat they never felt. They said the whole null realm was shaken by energy.
Ooh. What you think Yahawashi is gonna do when you pop up on the scene?
Man, Earth is gonna. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel when a brother is powering up. Trust me, man. These U230 J, I might really like Big Brother Kazak. I might teleport to you just to show you I got it. Power up a little bit just to scare you. And I'm out of there. I'm gone. I'm out of there. Just to scare. I'm out of there. Let me go to Esau Edom. Go. Yep. Just to shake the ground a little bit.
You know how Jake do. You know Jake likes to show off.
Hey, we gotta show off, man.
You get that verse 12 out.
Verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the work that I do shall he do also. So we're gonna do works just like
Yahawashi did miracles.
That literally, man.
Read it again for those in the back.
Verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. So we're also gonna do works through faith and through the power of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. And greater works that these shall he do because I go unto my Father. But we're gonna do greater works too, man. So where's the not doing the miracles at, huh?
All right. So you notice how in verse 10 and 11, which pretty much is going into that when you how Yahawah is in Yahawashi, Yahawashi is in Yahawah. So when you start seeing the elect men are capable of performing these miracles and greater works, right? Now you're actually looking at Yahawah Yahawashi in these men. So when you look at these elect men, you're also seeing Yahawah Yahawashi in them.
And that's all you see through these scripts. Works. How do you miss all of that? Look, you can even say verily, A, B, C.
Yep. Let's see. You got something you want to bring out? If you want, you can bring out some articles too. If you want to, that's related to current event.
Okay, Khan. I definitely got one too.
Now
this should be a huge ROA. If you still don't know what times we in, hey, there's nothing really we can do right now, man. Them doors of mercy is closing. If the elect aren't sealed already, best believe that, man, y'all understand how close we are, man.
Oh man, we was watching this video earlier where a chariot pretty much intercepted this helicopter. It took it away somewhere, bro. And then I don't know what happened in that orb of light when the helicopter got taken, but you can see this orb of light just taking like flying away. And then out of nowhere, you see something like another orb of light just falling from beneath it really fast. And I'm just thinking like the man. I don't really know what happened, but what came to mind was maybe that helicopter and whoever was in there got destroyed, devoured, whatever happened, and just pretty much just spit them out, and just fell all the way down.
That was crazy.
Hey, that other video is out there too. The other videos out there were with the NASA stream that had all them chariots flying.
Ooh,
Oh
yep.
yeah, get ready, get ready, get ready. That's why they talking about. Oh yeah, we gotta speed up 823. Yeah, we ain't got enough time for that. Yeah, you know, YAHAWASHI said, I'm gonna just peek my head out the window just to say, hey guys.
Which article you gonna get?
Oh, this one. It's a China just held a rehearsal for the coming invasion of Taiwan, and Congress just greatly escalated the conflict in Ukraine. So you saw what happened with what? Hey, it was only a matter of time before China was gonna do the same thing, man. Now, if you got China and Russia, you think you about to? Come on. Hey, Joe Biden, he's shaking in his boots right now. You know, so hey, even if this goes into wars and rumors of wars, even if it's
hey, I actually got that scripture on deck, the beginnings of sorrow.
Hey, bring it out, okay?
All right, but before I bring that out, that real quick?
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22. And expect those days should be shortened. Except those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's why we're seeing so many prophecies beginning to jump off the pages. That's how we can see these damn devils are approaching closer to soon to come down with that great wrath, because not only his rulership is shortly come to an end, but the days are also being shortened for the elect's sake. Right? So, the brother Manak got in that article, right? The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and we're constantly, every day, on the TV, news, articles, we're hearing more of wars and rumors of wars, right? And it says here, see that ye be not troubled. All right, so don't be afraid, don't be worried, don't be scared, right? Don't be troubled, okay? For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
That's crazy. But the end is not yet.
Yep. Verse 7.
Don't get too hyped now. Ain't here yet. The kingdom right there. Don't get too hyped.
This is just the appetizer. This is just the garlic bread. The garlic bread from what's that spot?
Red Lobster.
Nope,
hell no.
That Italian spot when they give you
because you know Jake, that's all they talk about is them garlic biscuits at Red Lobster.
I can't remember the name of that spot, but it is what it is.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, yeah. We got that that's that Olive Garden garlic bread at the moment, all right? That's just the appetizer, all right? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And it says what? China just held a rehearsal for the coming invasion of Taiwan. So that's nation against nation, right? Kingdom against kingdom, right? And there shall be famines. That's another hot topic. We're constantly seeing the increase of famines, right?
Hey, didn't we just do a famine video?
Famine.
Yeah.
And pestilences. So they know, like diseases, viruses, epidemic is one of the similar terms, right? We're seeing the so-called bee flu. We say bee flu, right? And other pestilences, right? And earthquakes in diverse places. So actually, like so-called natural disasters, but also earthquake goes into commotion, uproars, right? So we're seeing uproars of people, commotions of the people, right? In diverse places. In verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Mm-hmm. And then what did it say in verse 6? Towards the ending of it, it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Why? Because this is all the beginning of sorrows.
All the beginning of sorrows. Damn.
You got that?
Hey, so that's why that we need that power, man. They're about to come down. The way they're about to come after us is about to be
What's that?
gruesome, man. So much bloodshed, man. You know. Hey, so we gotta be spirit. Hey, you gotta be spiritually ready for this, man. Spiritually and mental before you could be physically ready for this, man. Hey, because hey, we getting that power, Esau. I know you watching us. I know you listening. I know you like, what if we just box them in? What if we just keep? Listen, you can do whatever you want. You're not gonna jump the gun, man. You can't get to the elect. Lord willing, we up that number. You can't get to the elect before the Most High can. Hey, don't get me wrong either, because some of us, you know, might end up in those FEMA camps. Our head cut off. We might die for this truth. As scriptures say, he saw the souls of them which were beheaded for the faith, the truth. Paraphrasing. God, man. So that has to happen too. But best believe they're gonna come right back, man. They're gonna go. They're gonna see the Father. They're gonna be on that chariot where YAHAWASHI. They're gonna know exactly who just cut their head off. You know. Hey, you might look at your body right there. You might be in your new body. When you see your little prison cell, you might lift it up and just that ain't
it's like a video game.
Ain't no more.
You know how you play those shooting games where you get popped, you die, and then you respond. You respond and you go back to your past body we got shot up at.
Oh God, it might be like that, man. It'd be like, look at this, just throw it, man.
God, do you have any closers?
Sure. I got a bunch. I could skim through it because these is all highlighted. Salaki Kings phone acting a little. You know how technology goes.
I got one right here.
Bring one out, King.
Hey, this is Revelations 12 and 12.
You're gonna bring it out again. This spirit came on to bring it out.
Hey, gotta bring it out.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwelleth in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So these devils know they got a short time left, especially when they saw that live feed from ISS. They saw the chariot shaking and they saw that one big one that looked like a damn snowflake. That shit was big as hell. Like most likely, that gotta be the actual very chariot that YAHAWASHI is gonna be in, the father ship. That shit was big as hell. And then all of a sudden, apparently it lost signal. It lost signal. Yeah, man, they cut that shit up because they know, like, oh shit, we fucked. They on their way.
Hey, just showing us that little clip was too much, man. And now our faith is going up. Every time you release something, Esau, faith is going up, man. And
the faith booster itself, man, seeing that video.
God, hey, I got a couple scripts. I could slide through them.
You got
first, I gotta start with Psalms 82 and 6. I have said, ye are gods. Now, this is lowercase g. This is lowercase g because we're not the God, the higher power. You know, we are gods, but we're not on the level of, you know, we're not the Most High. We're not Yahawah. You know, just like, once again, Dragon Ball Z, man, Beerus, them and them destruction, they're gods, man. Goku, he's still immortal, but he got godlike powers. But Beerus is a god, but he's not Zeno. You know, he's not the Omni King. That's why even though he's a god, he could just Beerus is powerful. He could destroy. He could do this and that. Whenever he see the Omni King, he gets so scared. He the first one there greeting him, man. You know, and all of you are children of the Most High. I got another one. This is Acts 1 and shoot. I went to the wrong thing. But hey, nothing's by coincidence, right? So this is Isaiah 40 and 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. And this wasn't, I accidentally clicked on this, man. And look, fire.
they that are feeble as David, or they that are feeble shall be as David.
Oh, Khan, definitely get that, King, please. Baba Kushan. Even
We're
the
definitely
youth.
going to need that. The house of David are going to have to become like the angels. Well, the house of David are going to have to become like David, as YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, as the angels of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right.
Khan. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Love that script, man.
So the elect are going to need those capabilities to preserve themselves when this damn devil comes down with his great wrath and with his blessing that's stored. All right, and not only to be able to save themselves, but to save those of the 1/3, the men, women, and children. Okay, to be able to have people to actually believe.
God. You got something you want to bring out, Ken?
Yeah, brother, no got his already.
Okay, come on, bring it out, Ken.
This is Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. In that day shall the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as power, as the angels of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI before them.
And if you read about what during King David time, he was a man of war as well too. He was a warrior of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He was laying it down on the battlefield, right? And he was able to do that by having spiritual powers to be able to preserve himself from the enemies, right? So
and David had many wives too.
Yep. So that's those events are pretty much going to happen again, but at a much higher scale.
Yeah, this about to be through the roof, man. Just like how Babylon today is greater than Sodom and Gomorrah back then. This is what had them Sodomites like, whoa, wait, hold on. I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Sodom and Gomorrah, like those very people from Sodom and Gomorrah, the days of Lot was here today. Like, damn, y'all niggas, y'all fruity. Like, we were fruity, boy. You motherfuckers are fruity. I take it to a whole nother level. The fucking alphabet group in today's era will probably cause those in the days of Lot to get in order. That's how wicked this fucking place is. Babylon is pretty much like just all of our past captivities placed into one.
Hey, if you think about it, they closing all these borders, they trying to trap us in like, yeah, we got to. Hey, we're not locked in here with Jews, you're locked in here with
God.
You know? Hey, this is Acts 1:8. But ye shall receive power after that the Wakah Kodash is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
A cloud received him out of their sight. Yep.
He was taken up. Beam me up, Scotty.
God, yep. God. I'm gonna get the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 12. Because this is the times that we're coming into, right? Especially when he comes down with that great wrath with his weapons of war, his troops and shit like that. And that video that we played, the clip of that brother's lesson, right? It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues. And synagogues goes into like pretty much like a place of worship, like churches, any place of worship, right? And into prisons. You can think of like the Q camp, any kind of camp, any kind of like jail or prison, okay? Being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. All right. So you know, real soon, Lord willing,
Lord willing, man.
our faces be on the
Hey,
damn.
y'all lock this out, man.
Lord willing, our faces be all over the fucking TVs. They trying to persecute us, man. Hey, Lord willing, cause what? Like it says, blesses he that's persecuted from righteousness' sake. Just paraphrasing, it's a blessing to be persecuted. Lord willing, our faces are all over the fucking TV.
You shall be hated for my name's sake too.
Yep. Shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. YAHAWASHI W4Y's sake. All right. No. You got anything up?
Hey, y'all watch this out. This was edifying, man. Warriors for YAHAWASHI, man. You know?
So you got to you can close out if you want.
Hey, with that, we want to give all honors, praises, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH
Bahashem Yahawashi
BAHASHAM. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Once again, shalom to your Akim and Agwab that had tuned in. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and teach well, man. 144% truth, man. You know, like our apostle Tahar likes to say, hey, on to the next lesson. You're only as good as the last lesson, man. Keep leveling up, man. Each and every day, man. You know how warriors for YAHAWASHI like to end their videos with DTA.
Above the ball.
Hey, Kwame Yashawala, man. Babakusha. Hey, let something big happen so we can get out of here, man. But we gotta get to that
blood moon. That lunar eclipse is a few nights away. So Lord willing, something major.
Hey, Lord willing, man. Hey, them signs and times, man. Signs in the stars, man. You know.
Yep.
Till next time, we warriors for YAHAWASHI. Shalom.
Shalom.